Three, two, one. It's like a computer virus that affects your hard drive, but instead of your hard drive, it's your brain. Hey everyone, we're Nefarious
Whoa.
Reels. I'm your host, Joey King.
And I'm Joey King too. I'm the clone.
You're Joey King 2, Kissing Booth
Electric
2.
Boogaloo.
And we're Nefarious Reels, and we talk about bad movies. Two of them. Blech. And it is time to talk about those two. Also, Happy New Year. First episode of the new year before we start. We did it. We've managed to record a podcast for an entire year.
An entire calendar year.
Crazy. But anyway,
I'm clapping.
oh yeah, I felt that like in my soul how much you
Yep,
appreciated that, how excited you were from that.
I did.
But we talked about two movies. I had the retro pick, and I picked a David DeCoteau joint, uh,
As per
Dreamaniac.
usual.
Yeah, well, I'm not that. I don't do it that often.
But
I
out of the two of us picking David DeCoteau, it's gonna be you.
Yeah, well, for the way you're making it sounds like you're slacking. And you need to pick up the moment you recommend a David DeCoteau film. That's when I know I won. But Dreamaniac, which is David DeCoteau's first directed movie that wasn't pornography, is about this guy who summons a succubus who, while a party's happening, and the succubus starts murdering the people at the house mansion thing, and that's really it. Cole, what do you think of Dreamaniac? One word.
um, out of the handful of David DeCoteau's I've seen now, mostly because of you,
You're welcome.
it's in like the top half, I would say, like the lower part of it. It's not terrible. It kind of, I mean, I know you said it, but like it kind of does take a bit to get going, especially when like the party scene's happening and you're just like, okay, can we like stop
Can we
setting
get to
up
the
this lame
kills?
party and get to like, yeah, get some killing going or more naked people?
Well, I mean, we do get naked people. Like right in the first 30 seconds, we get a
We
naked
do.
man. Never
Naked
change
man,
the.
just butt, no penis,
Well,
sadly.
unfortunately, it was covered up by the fog. This is the start of the
Yeah.
staple of David DeCoteau getting have naked men in his movies, sometimes full naked. Also, if you want to see a
Full
David
frontal.
DeCoteau film that you get to see the dick in, you should check out. I think what is it? It's like Three Wicked Witches, I believe. No, Three Scream Queens. That's the one where you get to see the dick.
Ooh, three
There's
scream
probably
queens. Got
more,
it.
but I haven't seen those ones. So, but for now, that's the one I know that has the D.
Ick.
Yeah. I do want to say I think the first scene of the movie is actually done like really well, especially for like a first director role that David DeCoteau had, because when he leaves the room and then you got the smoke coming out of the room and it's at like a Dutch angle, so it's got that like weird like
Mm-hmm.
otherworldly sense. You got like the purple glow down the hall, really like setting the mood. So it's
I would
like
say
a
it's more like a magenta.
okay, yeah, sure. Yeah, well, it's a magenta. Okay, this one's bad. Never mind. I hate it.
You're a fake
The
David DeCoteau
purple
fan.
was what was holding it together for me, but now that I know it's a magenta shade, it's bad
Yep.
now.
It looked kind of pinkish to me.
I always saw it more as like a purplish, but we'll agree to disagree. But I think it gives it that otherworldly, like dreamlike kind of like state which is clearly what it was going for, because that is in and of itself like a dream slash kind of nightmare. Because he goes to the bathtub where there's like the succubuses, and then it just fucking starts making out with them and clawing his back like a cougar.
Yeah.
And he wakes up and goes, "Whoa, that was the weirdest wet dream I've ever had." But that's where we introduced not to our main character, but like an important character, I guess. The rock guy, the musician, because he's doing this like ritual to, I don't know, for his music and try to like summon a demon. And
Mm-hmm.
meanwhile, his girlfriend's just like, "Oh, he's having trouble sleeping, and we're gonna throw this cool party for my sister, so she get into this sorority, which is really
Yep.
freaking stupid. But I'm gonna do it for her because she's my sister, and I'm gonna make a bunch
Because
of pot
family.
brownies because it's about family."
Exactly. It
Yeah,
always comes back to
she
family.
said that, and then the musician guy summons Vin Diesel. Like he drives out of like the pattern in his car, and he drifts around the living room and goes like, "It's about family," and he just drives out of there.
Oh shit, maybe we should be talking about Vin Diesel now because he got
Oh, did he get canceled?
I wouldn't say cancel, but there was some like sexual harassment things that came out about him.
Oh damn, fuck. We need a
I
new
know.
we need a new scapegoat now for family.
Um Paul Walker,
Paul
because you
Walker.
can't cancel a dead guy.
You can't cancel. I don't know.
Oh, sexual battery, that's what it was.
I mean, oh well, phew. That fixes everything. Everything's okay
Yeah,
now.
no, it doesn't.
Who else is a very key figure in family that we can reference like 100 times? Damn it, Vin
Mm,
Diesel! Why you have to ruin a perfectly good bit?
let's
Whatever.
go Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
New year, new bit.
Yeah, new year, new bit. We gotta
Okay,
change it.
so
Maybe
yeah.
The Rock, because he's also bald.
Okay, so I'll change it. So she's just like, and I'm doing this for my sister, and I'm gonna cook up some weed brownies, and then the Rock gets summoned out, and he goes, "Can you
That's what
see
The
what the
Rock
Rock is
is
cooking?"
cooking.
And then he I
Perfect.
don't know, he like jumps out of the wrestling ring that was also in the house and out the window or something.
Beautiful.
This is it, people. This is the new bit, the 2024 bit now. But yeah,
We gotta stay ahead of the game.
we gotta stay ahead of the curve here. We can't have our podcast gets canceled. This is like the one thing we got going for us. It's all downhill from here once it's gone. But basically, he keeps doing the ritual while they're preparing, and then eventually he does summon the succubus. When all the guests are showing up, he's
Mm-hmm.
like, "No, you can't be here because you are evil and bad." And she's like, "Bitch, shut up. We're gonna start some murdering now. Let's go. Let's do this, baby." And then the killing starts. You got your funny little cast of characters. You have the girlfriend, the sister, like the nice guy, the bitch's
The
accomplice.
bitch. Wow.
I don't even remember all the characters. I just remember that they all die.
That is true. There's death in it.
Yeah, which is like more than I can say about the other movie that we watched. Dreamaniac has death in it, and then blood, a lot of blood, and it's very visceral.
How I like it.
Yep, and that's it.
That's the movie.
I mean, that is the whole movie. After that is pretty much
Basically.
just walking around, and eventually one of them gets like killed. Cause like all the other stuff with all the other characters, like who cares? Some characters want to bang. The bitch is like, "Ooh, I'm
There
not
was a
gonna."
lot of people wanting to just boink
Yeah,
in this. It is crazy.
yeah. The sister's like boyfriend used to date the bitch, and the bitch wants to get the boyfriend back, and she's like, "I'm going to ruin the sister's chance to get into the sorority, and I'm going to show the boyfriend that I'm so much better." You can't see it, but I'm doing like that rich person like wave where they like comb their hair and like flip it
Oh.
out like that. I was doing that.
The way I was managing it, I was thinking of like the Queen of England wave where it's like the 90-degree angle, just
Uh,
like in
I
like a
would have
car slowing
I would have done, I would have
slowly
been like,
driving past, going
"Oh,
like
I'm going to be a total bitch and ruin the sister's chance to get the boyfriend," said Queen Elizabeth.
oh, very high society of you.
Very high society. Ho ho ho. But yeah, there's just a lot of death, and it's like all bloody and stuff. You get like the guy that gets like hacked with the knife, and there's a part with a drill, if I remember correctly. There was a
There
drill
was a
kill.
drill. There was a drill, yes. Kind of near the end, that second half part, obviously.
Yeah, there's a drill kill. There's a like a stabbing kill.
Yep.
There's a scene where they are doing drugs, and the guy sneezes out on all the crack everywhere, and he's like, "Dude, what the fuck?"
Well, all the cracks everywhere, so what are we gonna do
I
with the
guess we're
crack?
just gonna have to snort it off of you. Now it's all over you.
Exactly.
I hope the recording picks up my sniffing. I don't know. There isn't too much to say because it is just a setup. Murders happen, and then the end.
Yep.
I do like how, because eventually the musician guy does the guys. Oh, you know what? I am gonna go full evil. Succubus is too hot not to murder for. And then he gets to get stabbed
Yeah.
in the shoulder, and he just starts running out. He's like, oh,
I'm
and like,
dying.
I'm dying from a shoulder stab wound.
Yeah,
It's just,
bring me to the closest doctor. Oh, wait, there's no doctors. I'm dead.
uh, I'm dying of ligma. Uh,
I heard also there was Sugandis also in there.
yep, yeah. It's
Very
unfortunately
tragic.
that he passed away. He can go to SawCon.
Yep. Very tragic. Rest in peace,
Yeah. It's a
Adam.
shame, you don't get especially considering that he's technically part of the Sugandese race, and it sucked to see such representation get killed off in a movie.
Yep. It sucks, but it is what it
It
is.
is what it is. Ligma balls.
Eh,
Hey, Lamo.
eh, bam, 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 bam.
Burn, burn, sock on these nuts.
Oh,
Oh,
ligma balls.
hey, suck on these nuts. Hey, Lamo.
Eh.
What were we? All right, Dreamaniac. It's weird because we both have this film kind of highly rated in comparison to other movies. We don't really have a lot to say about it.
Yeah.
It's simple fun, unless we
Yeah,
want to.
it's just fun.
Yeah, just
I wish the party was a little more cooler, though. I will say that was a kind of nitpicky critique of mine.
it wasn't
It
nearly
sounds,
cool enough.
yeah, there wasn't like banging music. You weren't seeing like people doing keg stands or snorting more coke or, tripping so hard on weed brownies like they fall off the roof of the house or something.
Oh yeah,
Like something crazy.
that opening theme they have, it sounds like really familiar to me. Like I've heard it before, but I can't put my
Oh,
finger on it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
Like it sounds like really familiar. Like I swear I've heard that theme somewhere before. Maybe in a different full moon movie or something, but I can't put my finger on it. It was really catchy though.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe it's a good thing that everyone got murdered because at the rate that it was going, the sister was not gonna get into the sorority.
Sad.
Now she is the sorority. The sorority will decide your fate. I am the sorority.
I am the Senate.
I
To
guess
it.
if we don't have much to say, we can talk about the fucking amazing ending. Dare I say, maybe even better than the Ginger Dead Man 3 ending.
Oh, honestly, I think that's what gave it, like, I'm going to spoil my rating, obviously, but to the audience, but I think the ending is what gave it a 3 for me instead of a 2. Because I was like, okay, it's just fun. I'll give it a 2 maybe.
There's
But
so
then I was like,
many twists and
oh, the
turns
ending's got a
in
little
those
twist
like
to it.
there's so
Way to
many in
go,
those
David.
there's so many twists and turns in those like last couple minutes. Like what the actual fuck? Because it's just down to girlfriend, sister, and the evil succubus, and they're about to
Yes.
attack the succubus, and then this guy shows up. He's like, "Oh, dear Samantha, what are you doing down here, you silly little goober? Yeah, I'm sorry, guy. Samantha just sometimes just escapes from like the psych ward. Well, you go back to the core, Samantha. I hope that she hasn't been causing any trouble, as they're completely covered in blood." And that's the first
Mm-hmm.
twist you think is oh, this isn't an actual succubus. This is just a crazy person. And this has all just been, this whole night was really for nothing.
Yeah.
But then you get the next twist where it's revealed that it's a guy just in an office, just like telling the story to like his publisher. And he's like, we'll give it like succubus. We'll call it succubus or something. And like whatever. And you're like,
What
wait,
is this? Some kind of succubus?
and you're like, wait. So everything wasn't even real. This whole movie was just set up for this guy's like, this is like some like deep like meta commentary thing or something.
Yep.
And then when he leaves, the fucking succubus just fucking straight up kills him. So it's like, wait, was this all real? Did this like really happen? Is this like autobiographical or something? What's going on? And then
David DeCoteau knows you need to have a high IQ
you
to
do need a high IQ to understand David DeCoteau.
understand the context of every twist in this movie.
And my favorite end scene is it goes to the manuscript, but it's covered in blood. So all you get to see is suck.
Suck
Yeah, suck.
me off.
S-U-C. No, I'm not joking. You saw the movie, right? When it cuts the manuscript,
Yes,
it's covered
I
in blood, so it
saw the
says
movie.
S-U-C, suck.
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 All right, I guess I gotta say it quicker because there's no K in there, so it's just suck.
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 And I don't know, that, like, because the first, like, twist, it's just like, oh, okay, well, that's kind of weird. But then when it's like, it's in the office, that feels like a, oh shit, we're, like, under budget, but we're supposed to, like, spend more money than we have or something. Quick, throw again a last second, like, twist. We gotta do it. Oh my god. You still there?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, I was looking up something quick.
I thought I was waiting for you to respond. You didn't. I got really scared that you died.
Yeah, I died. You're talking to a ghost right now.
Oh no. You're just like, the accident was 10 years ago, Ninja. You need to let go. What? I didn't even know you 10 years ago. What are you talking about? He's like, that's the problem. You won't let go. Anything you have left to say about Dreamaniac?
Oh
We didn't really say
God.
too much about it.
No, we didn't.
I don't know. It's
Huh.
just fun. It's hard to describe. It's just, I guess the best way to say it is you're getting exactly what you're expecting. Like, if you're going and thinking,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna get a slasher and people are gonna get killed and it's gonna be bloody, you're gonna get that. That's what you're gonna get. You're getting what you're
Oh, yeah,
promised. You're getting your money's worth.
you're getting what you're expecting.
Though I will say, the cover doesn't sell that very well. It looks like a cancer patient bursting out of the wall, wanting revenge on these like two people that have sex because I don't know, they got like cancer of the dick or something, so they can't do it.
Yeah. Cancer of the dick.
Well, I guess technically that would be testicular cancer. Cancer's not funny, people.
The dick is different from the testicles.
Well, I mean, like, if we were talking about, like, a realistic cancer.
Mm.
I mean, yeah, sure, like, but the dick is
Okay.
connected to the balls, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, they're literally called dick and balls.
Into the balls where the pee is stored.
Yeah, exactly. All the pee is
Pee
stored.
is stored in the balls, everybody.
You can trust us. We're people who
We're
talk about bad
very
movies on the
reliable.
internet.
Yeah, you can trust us.
Now, also, buy our healing crystals that we're going to start selling after this episode as well.
On this totally not fake website. We just need your credit card information or your parents' credit card information with the three digits on the back and the expiration date.
But, yeah. Not too much I can say about
Yeah.
Dreamaniac. It's just, like I said, it's fun. You're basically getting exactly what you're being sold, pretty much. Like, I don't feel ripped off when I watch Dreamaniac. I would love this thing actually got a Blu-ray release, so I can see that glorious
Mhm.
naked man in 1080p as it was meant to be seen.
Imagine in 4K.
Ooh, 4K. Get that. We get in 4K. We can sadly figure out if that glow is purple or pink or magenta.
Yes.
I still need to watch Showgirls in 4K to see if she really did slip on the doo-doo. Haven't done
Oh
that yet.
yeah, we gotta finish that debate.
Gotta finish
too.
that once and for all. Make a call at post against Tom about it. But yeah, I don't have anything left. Shockingly, I don't have much else to say about Dreamaniac at this
Yeah,
point.
kind of weird, especially from the David DeCoteau fan who doesn't have much to say.
Well, I mean, what can I say about perfection that I haven't said already,
Yeah, that's true.
But I guess if we're done with... Oh, yeah, I guess the spelling is weird. It takes the M of dream and attaches maniac to it.
Yep.
So it's all one word. And I don't know the context around that. But once again, maybe when the official 8K release comes out of this movie, we'll get the
just
answer.
David DeCoteau's genius. That's why.
It's his vision. You know what that M stands for? Morbius.
Oh, Morbin time.
David DeCoteau was morbing before morbing was even popular. That's how ahead of the curve he is.
This is why he's the auteur.
Yeah. The legend. Kubrick, eat your heart out. We got DeCoteau on our side. But yes, now that we're done talking about Dreamaniac, we can move on to Cole's stupid, dumb, awful recommendation.
Bullshit.
Yep.
Yay.
Yeah, Cole, tell us about your recommendation and why you
Yes.
decided to pick this
about
one.
This masterpiece. Yes, so I don't know why I'm laughing too much, but whatever. My recommendation for this episode was the 2018 hit Slender Man. And it stars a certain friend of the podcast, Joey King, who you may know from the Kissing Booth trilogy.
Yeah.
And she and her clique of friends find out that some of these boys were gonna summon the Slender Man. So
The
as
slender guy.
as most reasonable teenagers do, they just decide, hey, fuck it, we'll do it right away. Let's not think about it for a sec, because what could possibly go wrong?
We are totally red-pilled and based enough to do this.
We are able to do this, and we're not gonna be scared whatsoever, or our lives are not gonna be tormented in any way. No. It turns out, in fact, they start going crazy after they summon the Slender Man through a video.
It's like they got like a
And yeah,
virus, but like a
yeah,
computer
there's
virus that infects their hard drive, but instead of the hard drive, it's their brain.
I know, it's crazy. And they're trying, and then they try to stop the Slender Man.
Well, they don't really try to stop Slender Man. They just try to get their friend back from the Slender Man.
But yeah, they try to get their friend back and also try and like stop him, I guess.
Did
Because they
they?
didn't want to. I honestly,
I
I kind
swear,
of like.
I just watched this movie and I don't remember them ever trying to stop the Slender Man. Their whole thing
I
was
don't.
like,
Okay, I
bro, we
shouldn't
gotta
say
get our
like
friend back.
stop. But they were like trying to get him out. They tried to defeat him in some way, But obviously that didn't work. Spoilers. But the main reason, I mean, I wrote in my notes like 2 or 3 times in my head. I was like, why did I not pick Wish Upon for this? Because I kind of regretted picking this one. But there was a certain reason, as you obviously recall, if everyone else is also into the Nefarious Reels lore. We had a question back in some episode where Ninjedi was talking about seeing this movie in theaters,
Yep.
and I had to explain that the movie was banned in both my county and Milwaukee County over, because the Slenderman stabbings from 2014 happened in the county I live in. Literally, the park was like 12 minutes away, maybe, from where I live, if it's a good drive. Yeah, I'm trying to see what the park's name was.
This is while we do that, I'll explain my lore. I've told this story before, but I saw this film opening night because I knew this was gonna suck ass, and it did, and it was fucking awful. But what made that viewing experience great in comparison to watching this at home is that this was a packed theater that I watched this in, and people kept constantly leaving throughout the movie, and by the end of it, there was like 10 people left in the theater. And 3 of them were me and my friends.
Wow.
So it was pretty great. Hated the movie. Love seeing all those people leave because I've never seen something like that before.
That's hilarious. Okay, that's actually hilarious. Holy shit. All right, so I'm obviously on Wikipedia looking at this, so I'm just going to paraphrase the events that happened. So, yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you knew what the story was. There was 3 girls, and 2 of them lured their one friend into these woods while they were playing hide and seek. This was in like late May, like the last day of May in 2014. So it's coming up on the anniversary soon in 5 months. But, and these 2 girls wanted to appease the Slender Man. So they stabbed her, I think it was like 37 times. Was it 37? God damn it. Where was it? Oh, 19 times. In the arms, legs, and torso with a blade.
Yeah, I heard that. She survived. Yeah, which, like, thank God.
That girl survived. And those 2 girls are both in, like, okay, one of them's currently in a mental institute. And the other one's released, but they're under supervision until age 37.
Wow. Do you think she'll, like, strike again once she's, like, 37?
I don't know. And I especially remember when it, like, popped off, that story, because at the high school I was at, one of the girls that did the stabbings was the granddaughter of a science teacher at our middle school.
Oh, God.
So the connections were there. So, and then obviously, once the news of the movie came out, the parents were like, "Oh, this is irresponsible and downright disgusting. We should get this banned from theaters." And then the main theater chain we have, Marcus, is just kind of like, "Yeah, we're just not gonna show
I'm
it
not even gonna
here.
fucking bother.
Yeah, we're not gonna show it in there, but you can go to like Madison an hour over, or like Eau Claire 3 hours up the way, or in like Appleton, Green Bay, La Crosse, just anywhere that's not Waukesha or Milwaukee counties.
Oh, you didn't drive the hour drive to go see Slender Man?
No,
Wow, fake Joey King fan.
I know. I talk about her so much that I'm like, yeah, I guess I'm a fake fan now. I can't be a full-on Joey King stan as well as Nick Cage.
Maybe some other day. See, I'm the true Joey King fan because I saw Slender Man opening night, and I watched the Kissing Booth trilogy before you recommended it,
Yeah.
and I saw Ramona and Beezus, and I own it on Blu-ray.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so I not
Epic
even
dank.
Timmy has seen Ramona and Beezus, so really, I am the superior Joey King fan. But I guess,
Watch listing that.
I think we stalled out enough time. We actually have to talk about the movie.
Okay. I'm honestly shocked that you've seen this 3 times, but then again, this is coming from someone who's seen Spiral like
Two
two
times.
more times than you've seen Slender Man. So
Yeah. I
yeah,
thought you were gonna
we
bring
all
up how
have
I
our
saw Ginger Dead Man 3 times.
we all have our guilty one that we're not proud of. But
Yeah.
how was it the third time around? Would you say, if you could actually see anything?
For what I see Slenderman 3 times?
Mm-hmm. Like
Okay.
the third time around.
Okay, well, the first time I saw was in theaters. The second time was
Yeah.
back when it was on like the anti-letterbox list, and I was like doing my own list for that. And I thought, oh, I'll rewatch it
Oh.
for that. And then you've recommended it, and I watched it for a third time.
And you were just like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. But tell us the plot of the movie.
I already explained the plot before.
Well, I
Remember?
mean, oh, did you? Okay. Well, then
Yeah.
just start discussing the movie.
I mean, yeah, really, how can we go through this like plot point for plot point? I mean, the movie literally starts at the high school that, Joey King and the gang's at.
You say Joey King like she's the main character, but she's technically not.
No,
It's
but
like
but she's
Lizzie, I
my main
think.
character.
Okay. I mean,
The
she's
one with the
arguably the like secondary antagonist, you can probably say, because she literally
I
does like
mean,
everything wrong.
yeah, you could say
Like
so.
Joey King is literally the problem in this movie.
Let's see. Oh yeah, but by the way, okay, back to Slendy Boy.
Yeah, Slendy guy.
Yeah, so yeah, we meet the gang in the school, and they, I guess, are talking about what is the best age to be at forever. It was something like that. They were talking about like, oh, I want to be 16 forever. I want to be 21. I want to be 30. I want to be 10.
I want to be
And
a
then they're all like, you
baby.
gross, cringe answers, everybody. Yeah, there's no right answer. Yeah, there's no right answer whatsoever. And then, I mean, later, and then you find out there's this one boy who I don't remember. Was he like one of the girl's boyfriends,
I
or
think she just has a crush on him.
it was just a crush?
Yeah,
Okay.
but they're like, we're
Yeah,
doing a
but they
thing and
were,
you're not invited because girls are gross and icky.
and yeah, this is guys' night. We're summoning Slender Man like Giga Chads until you find out, obviously, they pussed out because, they're wimps.
They pushed out because they saw a post on the internet and it said Slender Man is gay, and they're like, well, we're not
Oh,
gay.
like that internet term gay, that kind of one that
Yeah,
is so outdated now.
yep.
uh,
It would
yeah.
be in a movie like Slender Man, though.
Oh, it definitely would be. I mean, at some point you knew that there was someone writing this that was just going like, how do you do, fellow kids? And hitting on trends that are like 5 years old and totally just not even in use anymore. And then everyone's just like,
People be
It's
like, people still call things gay, derogatory,
yeah,
right?
yeah, that's totally still a thing though. In 2018, no,
Yeah, but Joey King and friends, they sneak
go
into their friend's
to
house who's
and they
drunk,
start. Yep,
and they're
she's
like,
drunk. Your dad's drunk.
they're like,
They're
"Yo, we
getting
should
drunk
totally
watching
summon Slender Man."
porn. Yeah, because that's such a good idea while you're
Wubba lubba
drinking.
dub dub.
Woo!
So they
Like
summon
this is.
Slender Man, and
I
then
just
one of the
thought of
friends goes
something.
missing.
Yep. I was just thinking of this now. Do you remember Dare?
I,
The
yeah, the like
I
the.
was about to say, did you do Dare in like elementary school
It
where
definitely sounds familiar, but I don't think we did Dare
oh
specifically.
it sounds like one of those, PSA ads where they would make you go, remember kids, if you even if you think drinking is cool, it's not, because you could get drunk with your friends one night and decide to summon Slender Man.
Yeah, you know what? That sounds really familiar. I think that's exactly what they told us.
That was exactly what they
That
said.
was exactly what they said, which was really weird because no one knew what the fuck Slenderman was. But yeah, it sounds familiar.
They tried to warn us, but
Nope. They,
we
they
didn't
clearly they
listen.
didn't go to where Joey King was because that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Maybe they were the late ones. Oof.
yeah, maybe. But they summon Slenderman, and one of the girls gets like captured by it and gets like disappears into the forest, and they're like, "Oh no, our friend is gone. We must find her." Oh, she was totally wanted to hook up with Slenderman. They just go to a
Boring.
room and they see all her Slenderman fan art of him and all their like
Yeah, she was
self
like
shipping
a
she was
big.
doing.
She was a slender stan.
That's what the people who support Slenderman call themselves. Yeah, we're the Slender
There's
Stands.
we're slender stans.
But like the whole mystery is, a point I was thinking about was like, why is this like a Slender Man movie? Other than like the obvious reason,
Um.
because this feels like you can make this like more of like a drama of like, cause like she mentions like, oh, I'm gonna be stuck in this like shitty little town forever, and then she just disappears.
Yeah.
And you can probably do like a whole drama of like her friends trying to find her and like having to like to
Uh
come to
huh.
terms with like everything because they're kind of living their like their best life, and oh, but here's a tragedy.
Yeah.
How am I gonna deal with this? And I feel like it feels like that Slenderman was just tacked on because Slenderman's like cool, right? Dude, Slenderman's still hit with the kids. There's Slender stands out there,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, there's people who are totally big Slenderman fans, especially after that stabbing that happened.
Well, to be fair, I don't think a lot of people knew about the stabbing unless you were like looking into it.
Yeah, that's true. But who cares? Someone's totally got to be there.
I forgot what I was gonna say next, but that was really it. That was my whole thing. It was just if this feels like
Yeah.
it can be actually like I think a better movie kind of fits what Slenderman's kind of trying to go for is like Summer of '84, which is about like this kid who thinks like his next door neighbor is like a a child kidnapper, like he kidnaps children, and then his friends
Okay.
just like try to investigate and figure it out and stuff. And I think that film does this like concept kind of a lot better. So if you want to watch a like kind of a somewhat similar good version of Slenderman, watch Summer of '84.
Summer of '84. It sounds vaguely familiar,
I'm
but
pretty sure it's Summer of '84. I could be wrong if that's the title, but I'm pretty sure it is.
Summer of '84, 2018.
Yeah, I think that's it. That's the one. Ironically, the same year as Slender Man,
Wow.
but I'd recommend that. It's pretty good. And
Okay.
that's just the whole movie. Is just Joey King going like, guys, I found a way that we can get our friend back from Slender Man. And then it doesn't work, and then something goes wrong. And then Joey King's like, okay, but this time I have an idea of how we can totally get our friend back from Slender Man. And then it fails, and just rinse repeat that until like the end of the movie, or almost to the end of the movie, because Joey King gets kidnapped by like slender
Yeah.
trees.
Well, I mean, then again, if you could see anything in the woods, like it was so dark, you could barely make out where their faces were, or even if Slenderman was there.
This is like kind of a moment that I'm like thinking, if this was like a crummy, like low budget thing, this would be like Blue Night. And it'd be like a million times more funny.
But no, this actually had a decent sized budget
So they were
for
actually able to shoot
some
at
reason.
night and like make it impossible to see anything.
Yep, but then they also forgot, oh, we're shooting at night. We forgot to, make it bright in some way where we can actually make out where the people are that we're looking at.
Also note that like the first
Fun.
ritual is like, oh, you need to destroy something you love for Slenderman to bring back our friend. And one
Yes.
person's like, oh, I brought this the only picture of me and my dad together. And then she's like, I have this quilt that my grandma knit me when she passed away. And then Joey King's like, yo, I got this fucking pot that I made when I was like 5. Isn't that like so crazy, guys?
That's so cray. That's so cray. This is mad
Oh my
trippy.
god, I like love it like so much because I can hold like my
It's
pencils in
so
it and stuff.
cool. So dank.
But yeah, that ritual doesn't work because the one of their other friends sees Slenderman and runs away, and then she just becomes like crazy, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
and then she just gets dropped completely, which is because in
Yeah.
the which it's like cut content because in the trailer, you can see that she stabs herself in the eye. That's like a big thing that she does, but that's not in this movie at
Yep.
all. It's like Slenderman for some reason. Not only is it bad, it's also watered down. Because there's like I said with the scene with the eye stabbing that never happens in the movie, and there's a
Yeah,
scene where
I,
like
I
the
watched the trailer right before, like when I was eating, and I was like, whoa, there is a lot of stuff in here that is, yeah, not in there. Like the eye stabbing, you see like some creepy images of like larvae, crawling around the dirt, and there was something else.
another thing is you see the guy jump off like the
Yep.
roof or like a bridge or something, and that's not in the movie, and that's probably what's supposed to happen after he goes like, oh yeah, when he's watched the video. I think that was supposed to
Uh-huh.
be there, and it's just not. So for some reason they like cut the content, I guess, so they can get the PG-13 rating because they realize, wait a minute, no one gives a fuck about Slenderman except for like literal babies. We gotta
Yeah,
drop the rating.
babies and dumb
And
teenagers.
losers who would go out of their way to watch this because it's a bad horror movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't care how this movie's made. I mean, it's got Slender Man. It was popular like 6 years ago as we're
Yeah.
making this. So people are so gonna see this.
Yeah, but yeah, the first ritual fails and they lose a friend. And then Joey King's like, oh, I'll just sacrifice your sister to get our friend back. Because you don't care about our friend. Because you're doing track and you hate track.
Yeah, Trek is cringe coming from someone who ran track.
Did you like running track?
Honestly, I liked it. I mean, I was a distance runner too, so kept me in shape for cross country season. So I was like the main reason I did it, but good times with the team usually, especially the distance buddies.
But yeah, Joey King tries to sacrifice the main girl's sister. That doesn't work. Now
Nope.
sister is in the hospital, and main girl's like, "Yo,
And
Joey
she's
King."
going crazy.
Everyone's going crazy. Main girl goes, "Yo, Joey King, what the fuck?" Excuse me. Ooh,
Joey King,
that
that's
was
not
the
a
Slender
king
Man.
move.
That wasn't very red
Oh,
pilled and based of you, Joey
yeah,
King.
that wasn't cool of you in any way.
And then Joey's King, like, I'm sorry, you have to give up yourself to free someone else. And then the Slender Trees grabbed her and pulled her out the window. And then the sister's just like, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to sacrifice myself to Slender Man to save my sister. And then she becomes the trees.
She is one with the trees, just like the Lorax.
Is Slender Man really the Lorax?
Ooh, man, no one ever thought of that, but we did. Find out next week on Nefarious Reels, and by next week, 2 weeks.
But yeah, I guess I don't know. What else is there to say about Slender? Slender Man once in another movie, it's like, what the fuck you talk about? There's nothing to talk about with Slender Man. There's nothing to
I
talk
know,
about
it's like there's
Dreamaniac.
nothing really to talk about. It's just, it looks terrible. And again, like I said, it's so hard to know what you're looking at just in general because you can barely, yeah, make out anything that is on screen,
And like
which I think is the stupidest thing.
because they take out any like gore or kills or anything, There's not much in terms of scares other than like creepy imagery, like, oh look, there's like a melty face. Isn't that scary?
Mm-hmm.
The face is all melty. And the characters
Yeah,
aren't
they
good
like.
enough to carry everything either, so we can't really feel for them.
I know even the king herself, Joey King, couldn't carry scenes. It's very sad.
The only like line I like from this movie is when she goes like, "It's like a virus." It's like, "What kind of virus?" Well, it's like a computer virus that it's like a virus that affects your hard drive, but instead of your hard drive, it affects your brain. And it's like, well, that's kind of a long way just to say that it's like a virus that infects your brain, but okay.
Of course, because again, that's like the level of writing we get from 45-year-old divorced dads who are trying to appease their kids into going, yeah, they like Slender Man
Let's
5 years ago.
here.
I know
Let's.
my kids will go see this because,
Who
their
is
dad
the
made it.
writer of Slender Man? That is the question we're going to solve right now as I bring up the IMDb page. I mean, no, the crew page. It's the writer is a guy called David Burke. Oh my God, this
Oh,
guy's a writer in Benedetta.
holy shit.
He also made a Tom Gacy movie. Well, actually,
Yeah, a
I don't really
John Wayne
care about
Gacy
it, that he's
movie.
a writer in Benedetta because I didn't even like that movie. So honestly, this seems pretty on brand.
But you're like comparing Slender Man to Benedetta, though.
Well, I
Like
mean, yeah, Benedetta
a
is
movie trying
better.
to cash in on an internet creepypasta against like this movie about religion that's also kind of very sexual. Okay, not kind of, it's very sexual.
It is sexual. It's not like, oh, it's it is sexual, just completely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean the poster literally has a nip slip in it, so Benedetta, everybody, not Slender Man. If anyone was confused. Ah, yeah. Hmm. I was about to say, is there anything else about Slender Man that we can milk?
No, I don't think so.
Again, other than me just constantly writing in my notes, like, why the fuck did I not choose Wish Upon for this? I could have
Yeah.
at least had some fun with it.
That's like your crazy writing scribbled all over the walls with all your like pictures connected.
It just keeps saying Wish Upon, Wish Upon, Wish Upon.
Maybe you should find the wish upon box and wish that you didn't make that recommendation.
Ooh.
And then I'm just dead.
Yeah.
Then you kill me because of it.
Yep, it's got to pay a blood price somehow. I wish you could pick the person usually for the blood price, but that's not how the rules worked in it.
Nope.
It had to be people in the area. It wasn't like, a death note.
But I guess if we got nothing left to say about Slenderman, it's time for us to pick which one is the better of the two films. Cole, which film did you like the most?
Hmm. I mean, very tough decision here,
Very
obviously.
tough.
Very tough. These were two stinkeroonies of master trash cinema. I mean, I'm going to go with the tough decision here and go with Dreamaniac.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dreamaniac too. It's a pretty obvious decision. They're both horror movies, but one is really boring, and the other one is a lot more fun and actually has kills and is actually trying to be at least a little bit stylistic with that first part. And clearly, I'm gonna pick Dreamaniac as well, which means David DeCoteau once again wins again. David DeCoteau, he's
Way
on
to
fire.
go, David.
That's what, like 3 out of 4 that he's won.
I think.
Yeah, the first one was Dr. Alien, and I know that beat out Tiptoes. Then after that, it was 1313 Giant Killer Bees, which lost to Howard the Duck. But Howard the Duck was tough competition. If it was like one of the normal,
Howard the Duck was funny though.
Like if we picked the normal shit we
tough.
usually recommend, it would actually be like a lot closer.
Yeah, it would have been gay porn B movie.
Yeah. Then it was Halloween Puppy, which honestly wasn't as good as the first two, but it was still leagues better than fucking Chairman of the Board.
Oh yeah, Chairman of the Board, right.
And then Dreamaniac's actually kind of fun, and Slenderman sucks ass, so it won. So yeah, 3 out of 4. That's a passing grade. 75%.
75%.
You go, Dakota.
Depending on the grading system, but to me that's like a B.
That's a decent enough passing. That's like a C. But hey, that's passing. You graduate with that.
Get your diploma now, David.
Yep. I'm looking forward to the next recommendation I do of you, whatever that is. Gotta see what genre of DeCoteau we haven't touched up yet before I make my next DeCoteau recommendation. But,
I'll be interested.
yep. Who knows? Maybe you'll recommend a DeCoteau movie next.
Ooh,
Ooh.
maybe.
And then, as
We'll
I said
never know.
before, I would have won. But with that out of the way, it is time for us to move on into questions. If you have questions, remember to ask them, because if you don't, then I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do, because we didn't get a lot of questions this time. In fact, we only got one question, so we're gonna have to milk this for at least 30 minutes. But one question comes from Mattias, which is, what are some of your favorite movie and/or video game trailers?
Ooh.
That's true, because I don't really pay attention too much to like trailers
I
or
usually
video games and
lately
movies.
don't like watching trailers unless I'm obviously in the theater because I kind of like to go. I don't even care what the movie is. If I can go in as blind as I can, that's kind of nice without knowing too much about it. But I'm trying to think as of like lately that I've seen trailer wise
I can't really think of anything recently. I know Joker's trailer was really, really good, and that made me really want to watch it.
because we live in a society.
I don't know. I just think the choice of music worked really well with what they were conveying in the trailer. I know I hated the Black Christmas trailer. I think I cringed almost every time that I saw it in a movie theater.
Oh, Black Christmas 2019.
Yep.
Good intentions, just rushed everything, just badly made horror movie, misguided commentary.
Oh, no. I think I got it wrong. It wasn't Black Christmas. It was Promising Young Woman. I was cringing at that trailer a lot.
Oh, with like that revamped
Toxic.
toxic from Britney Spears. That's a one I've definitely been meaning to rewatch, especially now that Emerald Fennel has Salt Burnout. So been meaning to rewatch that one.
Yeah, you can see if it's like actually good or not. See if
Because
it's deserving of the
I
Academy
rated it
Award.
pretty high before. I have it at like an 8 right now, so
Rewatch it, see if
that
it
probably might go down because the ending was a little iffy.
might go down because you hate women.
Yeah, because I'm man and I have penis.
Yeah, exactly. Video game trailer wise, another one that's kind of hard to really say because it's just.
Dead Island.
Oh yeah, Dead Island's really good actually. Yeah, never mind. Dead Island's got a fucking
Yeah,
baller
that
one.
one's a good one.
Dead Rising 2 Off the Record had a really funny one, which is just Frank Riss running around the Uranus zone, which was like a new area in the map that they made just for that game, and that was a funny one.
I'm just Googling like good movie trailers and see what comes up and try and think of what, if I can remember it correctly. Oh, I mean, honestly, I think we got to mention it because of last year, but both Barbie and Oppenheimer, the way like, hyped everybody up with just the release dates, and then once the trailers came out, everyone was just like, "Oh, we're ready, baby." Christopher Nolan, Greta Gerwig sweep.
Yep.
But that Oppenheimer one is really good, though. I think the movie kind of, to me, underperformed a little bit.
It did not live to the trailer hype.
The trailer definitely does get you hype for a new Christopher Nolan joint, especially. And you got like the countdown going, and
yeah,
you got Josh from Drake and Josh setting the bomb, charging up the bomb.
Drake, where's the button?
Where's the button? Drake, what? Did you set up the bomb already? No, I wrote do not push on the button. Yeah, I wrote do not push. We weren't supposed to push that in about 5 minutes. Oh, really? Yeah. I see the problem.
Oh, do ya?
And everyone was like, we got him.
We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got
him.
I don't know. I can't really think of anything else. Like I said, I don't really pay attention to trailers or anything. Oh god, we haven't even been recording for an hour yet. We need another question. Quick, think of one up on the spot.
Oh shit. Have we? I know. I don't know. I mean, I can't even think of like another trailer to kind of milk out a little bit.
Yeah, I know that we barely had anything.
Okay. Honestly, I just thought of one now, but Deadpool, when that came out, I'm not saying it's obviously like a masterpiece, but the way there was like the test footage that leaked and then that got everybody hyped and then everyone saw the trailer because, Ryan Reynolds is quirky and funny and everyone was like, there he is.
There he is.
Is Ryan Reynolds. He's the funny guy. He's Canadian and he says fuck a lot.
Ryan Reynolds is Canadian?
He is Canadian,
I didn't
yes.
know that. I feel so betrayed. Cancel Ryan Reynolds. Get him out of here. Deport him back to Canada. We don't need him anymore.
Just for Deadpool 3, that's it. And then get him away from acting forever, especially after Deadpool 2. Because he's in like everything.
Yep, he's in everything now.
Kind of like Chris Pratt, who also had a terrible trailer with Garfield.
I didn't even watch the trailer for Garfield. I knew I was going to hate it.
It's so bad. It's so horrible because it looked like he didn't even give a shit doing the voice. He doesn't even try to do like an impression. It's just Chris Pratt is an orange cat. That's it. It's pathetic. Which is then more funny because then you go to the Boy and the Heron and you hear the Heron is Robert Pattinson in the dub and he's unrecognizable. Which is what I want in my voice.
That's because he was doing his Chris Pratt impression.
Oh, gotcha. That was him just playing Chris Pratt as the Heron.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, I thought there was some more meaning to that.
What if it was revealed that actually everyone that was in the dub was Chris Pratt the whole time?
It's just all Chris Pratt.
Starring Chris Pratt as everyone in the role.
Chris Pratt as Mojito. Chris Pratt as the Heron. Chris Pratt as Mojito's dad. Chris Pratt as Mojito's stepmom. Chris Pratt as this old guy. Chris Pratt as this body of water.
Chris Pratt is the shape of water.
He is the shape of water.
All right. I guess did we think of another question to pad out the episode length?
Oh fuck.
We haven't even hit an hour yet, and at this rate, we're not even gonna have an hour-long episode.
No, we already talked about like goals for this year for movie watching.
It can't end like this. It can't end like this. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to cheat, and I'm gonna steal a question from like way back in the day, and no one will know. No one will know because who's gonna remember?
No one will ever know.
Actually, I have a real question, kind of like since we're on the topic of like, because Slender Man's like a creepypasta type character, what are some of your favorite like creepypasta stories and such?
Honestly, I really don't even care about creepypastas because they're just kind of, I don't want to say boring, but just they're just stories, you know.
Okay, well, what's your favorite
blah, blah.
horror literature then? If you hate reading so much, who's your favorite creepypasta YouTuber?
Yeah, because that's what I spend my time with, creepypasta YouTubers.
Well, what's your favorite Wendigoon video?
Oh, Wendigoon. I mean, if we're talking Wendigoon video, my favorite one specifically of his is the Disturbing Movie Iceberg, which is what got me into his channel. Yeah, there's that one. The one he also did about the Waco standoff and that situation.
I haven't
from
watched
the 90s.
I haven't watched that one yet. I've been waiting for like the right mood. What video? He's currently doing the Cryptid Iceberg. That's cool. I kind of like his ARG videos. I think those are pretty neat. Because it's like a dissecting like this like internet culture and such.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a different. What's your favorite like some of your favorite cryptids?
Oh God, cryptids.
Yeah. Like your Bigfoots and your Loch Ness monsters. Like you got any like local, that's the one, but any like local cryptids?
There is one in Wisconsin up in Rhinelander, which is like 7 hours away. It's called a hodag. Hold on, hang on, I gotta look it up quick.
Oh my God, I think I know what you're talking about. I think Wendigoon recently mentioned it in the in his cryptid video. It's like the bison kind of monster thing. You can breathe fire and stuff. The
It's a
hodag.
fearsome critter resembling a bull-horned carnivore with a row of thick curved spines down its back.
Pretty epic. Have you encountered one before?
I have not.
Have you been in the area where you can actually encounter one? Because it
Not
sounds
in the
like
area, no.
Because it sounds like if I'm coming up to visit, that's like one of the first things we got to do is drive up 7 hours to see if we can encounter a hodag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's only 3.5 hours.
Oh, 3.5. Oh, then we're definitely gonna have to do it if I ever come up there. We're gonna go hodag hunting.
Yeah, we're gonna go find us a hodag.
Yeah. I live in California. I don't think we have really many in terms of cryptids. I mean, we do
Okay.
technically have talks of having the chupacabra because that's located around like
Oh
the
yes, the
desert areas of
chupacabra.
Mexico. And there's
Yep.
also been sightings apparently near like the border in California as well, because that's like a connected to Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing, which I think it's something my dad made up actually. I don't think it's an actual well-known cryptid. I could be wrong, but there's something called crab dogs, which is just like these like massive crabs that only come out like at the beach, and they only come out like at night when like the
Okay.
tide's like coming in. I've never seen
All
them
right.
personally, but they're probably there. I mean, they only come out at night.
Oh, that would make sense.
Yeah, night when like the tide's in, so you can't really see them because they're like kind of in the water.
I'll see if there's any other, yeah, Wisconsin cryptids
Oh,
specifically.
I need to look up. Is crab dogs actually like a thing? Because I never like looked it up.
Cryptids. No, Six Creek. I cannot speak. Oh, yes, the Beast of Bray Road in Elkhorn. So let's see. Two of the most well-known crew. Oh, this is one of the two most well-known. It's a so the Beast of Bray Road's like a werewolf, is what it is. And kind of like Bigfoot, it had a bunch of sightings in, well, specifically the 90s.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so it's kind of like our own Bigfoot. Ooh, we have the Lake Winnebago water monster.
Here, let me see California cryptids. I can't have you beating me with all your cool cryptids just because you have more forests than me. Okay, let's see. So we got the lizard people in L.A. We also got something called the Idyll Beast from. Oh no, it's probably the Idle Beast from Idlewild, which is our own Bigfoot.
Okay.
Okay, we got this one's the Riverside Monster from Riverside. We got
All
the
right.
Lake Elsinore Elsie and Lake Elsinore. This is just like it lists like 10 cryptids in Southern California. We got the Borrego Sandman from East San Diego County.
Ooh, is this the sandworm from Dune?
No, it's just a
Damn it.
desert Bigfoot.
Oh, we got more Bigfoots.
We got something called the Devil's Pet from Elizabeth Lake. It actually looks pretty cool.
Okay.
We got the Lone Pine Mountain Devil from Lone Pine. We got something called Penelope, which is just like a really big naked lady, judging by the picture.
Nice.
Yeah, the monster's named Penelope, a human-like but not quite fully human creature of the female persuasion, whose long arms and legs can help her hunt through the wilderness and snatch whatever flesh she can get her claws into, while raiding campsites in the dead of night. Number 9 is the Fresno Nightcrawler, which is the funky leg guys you might have heard about. And then
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, we got Tessie Tahoe, the Tessie from the Lake Tahoe Lake Monster. So yeah, we got some cool cryptids. It's not all just you and your foresty critters and such. Although granted, I will admit, a desert Bigfoot's not exactly the most cool sounding type of cryptid. Are you alive?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Oh, you weren't saying anything. I was waiting for the
Oh,
response and it never came. I thought one of your
no.
cryptids got you.
Yeah,
Like you say the cryptid's name 3 times, it'll come out and kill you. That's
kind
how
of like Bloody
cryptids work,
Mary.
right?
I'm actually not sure.
That might be one of like the secret rules, so be careful. Hodag, hodag, hodag. Okay, maybe it's like you have to be in
I
the
think
same
it,
state
no,
as it.
either that or like in the mirror, kind of like Bloody Mary.
Maybe. I'm not gonna do that. My mirror's too far away. We weren't able to get to capture it. All right. Well, we hit an hour 8. We still got probably one more thing we gotta cram in here. Okay. Favorite scary story. Go.
Scary story.
Favorite scary story to tell in the dark. What the?
Mm.
Was that a noise you made with your mouth? What the fuck?
That was a grunt.
It sounded like a wet fart. I don't know, kind of putting you on the spot. I can't think of actually any scary stories either.
I know. I was trying to think of like ones maybe my parents said or like maybe a friend said when I was younger, but I can't really think of anything.
Yeah, weird. I guess we should just throw in the towel and we should just get to
I know.
recommendations. Oh man, this is gonna. If this episode ends up being like under an hour, I'm gonna be sad because it'll be like the first one since like episode 1. But since we don't have any more questions and we can't stall any longer, it's time to get to recommendations. And since I had the retro recommendation last time, it's now time for Cole to do it. Cole, what's your recommendation?
Yeah, so it took me a bit. I kind of forgot for a second when I what I was that I was supposed to recommend something, but then I kind of, go on Letterbox, hit the watch list, filter out lowest average rating, and then just go like certain decades. So I decided we're gonna go back to the '90s with this, and I just saw this on here on my watch list, and and obviously knowing you did David DeCoteau, I think we go Nick Cage this time around, and we're gonna go with 1991's Zandali.
Sandally?
Zandale. It's got a 2.3.
I have never heard that movie, so
I know. I just saw it, and I'm just like, wait, what the fuck? But it has Nick Cage, so
so yeah, we got it. Clearly, we gotta see it then.
Of course.
All right. Well, that means since I guess I have to do the modern pick, and first, Cole, I'm gonna apologize to you because I know you're gonna hate me for this, but
Oh, am
at
I?
this point, we have no reason not to watch this, and there's no excuses.
Oh
We need to
shit.
watch this now.
Oh
So
no.
no point
Why?
being around the
What is
bush
this?
anymore. We're gonna do 2013's Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong.
God fucking damn it.
You knew it was gonna happen eventually, right? Like in the back of your mind, you knew this was coming.
I mean, I guess if it helps with our lore for
It's a connected tissue. We finally have the missing link between Evil Bong 3, Wrath of Bong, and Evil Bong 420. Once we see this one, all the 420 will make sense.
yeah, everything in 420 will make
And
sense.
therefore it will be good.
And wow.
So, if you don't want to get spoiled for Zandali or Ginger Dead Man versus Evil Bong, how about you check out those movies before the episode comes out? And also remember to like and subscribe and all that junk. And ask us questions especially. That one's like one of the big ones we need you guys to do. Or else you're going to get more awkward moments of us trying to stretch out the length of the episode. Like this one. And you all have a good day and happy Morbius.
A happy Slender Man.
Happy Joey King. Happy David DeCoteau.
Yep,
Happy.
David DeCoteau.
Yep. Bye bye.
Bye.